RF4 Stonebwoy abeyi Shatta Wale ano over the recent rant or the ban so on Facebook Live. Now, moment short video we yebeto amuso.
I dey talk something every time for this country inside. See the way people they do favoritism. Right now, I can't know Stonebwoy be MPP artist. You understand me? He be MPP artist. He won't behave like he be MPP. He won't do like he be politics. He dey play. No worry. We two will go form Shatta Movement Party. Me, I don't want to join any political party. Cause me, I know they feel lie. Me, I can't lie to my fans. You understand me? And see if this nonsense going to go on for this country. And big men go to sit down and go to watch this thing like this. Boss, people, country, I tell people, if something happen, make nobody can call me and say, if me I cause that thing. Because as this thing they go on, after they do this video, after they talk, nobody go even see the sense in which they talk about.
So 22nd is happening.
It's happening live, and there's no truth in anybody sabotaging in anybody. No, it's really interesting when you get the background and realize the narrative out there is really not what it is, And on this note, I'll just reassure the people that it's happening, and thanks to everybody who has played a part in making sure we'll be able to secure, the National Sports Authority, the professor himself. I need to have to give credit and the Creative Art Agency CEO Jankroma Akufuado and Okreku Mante as well. And because all these people are involved to make sure stuff happen. And
on the internet, videos are trending, videos of Shatta Wale telling his mind to Stonebwoy, saying the Freedom Wave concert at Chesabedani Festival, that is Freedom Wave Festival, where he wanted to use Accra Sports Stadium for a few days because the festival will start from 20th December to 25th. Stonebwoy and so Akubuki the same venue for his Beam Nation concert. Now that, according to Shatta Wale, a sabotage, or say he saw the venue first. He hosted a similar concert last year. This year with the same venue with grand style and new tactics. Or say he started making talks with authorities of the stadium. Now so be President Anado Dankwa Kufuado and Baba Kwae Jankroma, among other people, behind him, some venue, Emma Stonebwoy instead. Chese Shatta Wale threatened Stonebwoy did in attempt crime process or China, Sebi, Ubebuni Naibako, Akam. And as part of promoting the show and a general interview, Stonebwoy Eko PM or 3 music owned by Baba Sadiq. Now, you be the questions surrounding this whole brouhaha between himself and Shatta Wale, or say the Shatta Wale kanina Shatta Wale just want to lie on him, or say 3 Music brand BS soon they should contact authorities in charge of the Accra Sports Stadium to find out the truth. Now dear Shatta Wale he is just saying it to make it seem say the Okane no Ukraine so Oboa Stonebwoy esanso etonebo edda President Anado Dankwa Kufuado daughter any other political holders as well as authorities of the stadium as they say the venue Emma or no. Now Otuasun's state say on the 22nd the Beam Nation concert Ebebasu security will also be top notch. Mumienko tie during that interview. To
know. So 22nd is happening.
It's happening live, and there's no truth in anybody sabotaging in anybody. No, it's really interesting when you get the background and realize the narrative out there is really not what it is, And on this note, I'll just reassure the people that it's happening, and thanks to everybody who has played a part in making sure we'll be able to secure, the National Sports Authority, the professor himself. I need to have to give credit and the Creative Art Agency CEO Jankroma Akufuado and Okreku Mante as well. And because all these people are involved to make sure stuff happen, and I want to assure the people also that security is going to be top notch with the likes of with the able IGP. Come on, you can't go wrong. I believe that he's like a father to all of us and a father to me, and we've started all these discussions because we care about the people, to be honest, and we need to be able to now from home set certain high quality standard yardsticks that we can be known for and build back the people's confidence. And I think that to translate a lot into how they buy and attend, and the energy, the whole thing abroad.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I hope they also use this to also build more awareness for us.
Yeah,
because this time you're combining all three. Ashaiman to the world, Beam Concert, and now
the Fifth Dimension album Homecoming. When we thought about it, you know, we're in the States when we thought about it, and we realized the timing was not going to be conducive enough for us to pull up the Ashaiman to the world and then also do the rest, owing to how things have been planned. And it's also all right because it's still for the continuity and the progress of the industry. So we decided that why don't you just do it at bank? So we put the three together, and therefore we realized that okay, let's give this an experience. Let's make this an experience that will be always remembered. So we said, okay, Aqua Sports Stadium is the best place. Let's push. Let's send a certain narrative to the world after that show, because I can imagine the euphoria, the energy that is going to be. And God being so good, we've been able to secure the dates, 22nd, and we're coming all out. You know, tickets are going to be on sale next week, and beautifully, we're gonna do draws. We're gonna engage the people, because we need to also give it's December season, so we're working, and we've already worked on some type of format where when you purchase a ticket, you automatically enter a draw to win some cash prize.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
okay.
You know, so these are the creative, you know, activations that we can go. And of course, GC Band is going to be out there as well, and you might win a package or two. There's going to be something that you will feel and be a part of. So we're coming so hard, and we know that I'm calling out all of my fans, every single person who comes to Ashaiman to the world. Direct your your locations. We're going to the stadium this time. The Fifth Dimensional album is going to be performed for the first time in Ghana at a go. Because since I released the album, I've not been here to do a proper show for my people. And then the Beam Concert also, which actually brings Caribbean, Jamaican, you know, I still keep the energy because I'm a reggae dancer artist from inception. Afrobeat is always us. You know, it's right embedded in there as well. So we'll be bringing yet again another surprise that the youth will love. So
that's the part I want to push for and see if I can find out some Takashi or some maybe, you know, to collect the name that will be there.
We're working on a few names, not just one name.
Okay.
Yeah.
My headache is your brother Shatta Wale is also.
If your head is spinning you, say my headache.
Your brother Shatta Wale also is looking to host, but he's having a 5-day activity, you know, and yesterday obviously he said, you know, he had booked the place and everything. So we've heard his part. So just tell us your part.
Really,
what's the conflict? Because you are doing the show on 22nd. His show will be happening on the 25th. He says he needs 3 days.
I really would. I don't want to engage too much in this, because when I chanced upon it this morning, you know, I realized that there was too much. There's misinformation also in what he was tendering in. So I'll just leave it at that. You know, I know you guys are able entity. You can find out the right infos. But I believe 22nd and 25th are dates that everybody can host shows, and they are very doable, you know, irrespective of the fact that it's a stadium, because we lack venues that much, you know, in this place. And you can see that the Grand Arena, for instance, is always under pressure, where people do 20th, 21st, 22nd, but we all do find time to put up amazing setups.
That's right.
And make things work. So basically, you know,
do you think you should take the issue to the venue conversation and look at the issue?
Do you think that it's time for us to move away from the arenas and then do stadiums?
Wait for GC Arena.
Because you see, we've had a conversation about filling the O2, and then now people are saying, I am the belief that, you know, the O2 is even, you know, small for us. I mean, we should start looking at selling out stadiums in other African countries before we even hit Europe, because other African countries are consuming our music crazy, but we haven't thought about it. For you as an artist, I know you've been around the world and you've been touring on the western side, but what is the team looking at to do in, you know, other African countries? You know, because your song with Mama Angelique Kidjo is doing well in some of these francophone countries, and of course, for those of you who haven't seen the Grammy performance, the Grammy global performance, go check it out. Amazing performance. So when do we start moving into that direction?
Yeah, thank you. Personally, I've been moving into that direction. Before I flew out the last time, I was in Zambia
Okay.
Zambia, yeah. I was in Zambia. I didn't cry. Zambia. I was in Zambia where I did my album launch and did some activation as well. I've been to South. Before this album actually came, I've been to South. So personally, I've been putting in my work, and therefore I'm aware of the fact that we need to hit Africa. I've been wanting to do an African tour.
Okay.
But respectfully, there are several things that inhibit those the fluidity of such a plan.
Stonebwoy, and I just say disclaiming what Shatta Wale is saying. For the meantime, Shatta Wale dropped a diss song to Stonebwoy, saying or they no in recent time no so shall see misbehavior. Ghanaians should be very, very careful. When a update about on Shatta Stone saga. Any further update beba, yeah the bebrem or Vimbaso. Yeah, that's it.
Blast TV.